With domestic dogs reaching sexual maturity between 6 and 12 months, there is some important information that all pet owners out there should know, and to know exactly what happens when your pup reaches this age. Now, I have Marika Ackhurst, who is a Hills breeder manager and puppy school manager, here with us to shed some light on the topic. Marika, welcome. It's great to have you on the show.
It's lovely to be here.
Tell me, when does it happen, and what does it mean when a dog is in season or is on heat?
The first thing is that it usually happens around 6 to 12 months or 18 months even in some of the large breeds.
Yeah.
You're looking at a cycle of about between 6 and 12 months. Once again, depending on the individual, it could be 6 months, and the smaller breeds tend to cycle more often.
Yes.
And then the cycle itself usually lasts around 21 days. Once again, it's up to the individual. It can last anything from 10 days or 3 days to up to 30 days.
And of course, like I said, all pet owners need to know this. I mean, we look at our little Bella, who's almost 24 months now. You need to know these things. Yes. So, as a pet owner, how do I know when my female dog is in season?
So the first thing you'll start noticing is that the other dogs are quite interested in her. They'll start smelling and sniffing her. This usually happens about 6 weeks to a month before the time. And the second thing that you might notice is a discharge from her vulva, and that will start swelling as well. Or you'll notice some droplets of blood on the floor. And then once she goes into her fertile period, it usually turns into a pinkish, watery discharge.
Now, I heard this somewhere, and I'm not sure whether it's true or not, that a dog needs to have at least 1 litter before it's sterilized. How true is that?
That's exactly as you said. It's a myth. There is no physiological or psychological reason for a girl to have a litter of puppies. I think most important to consider is whether you can find forever homes for those puppies. And it's not just your friends saying they would like to have a puppy. It's whether they can financially look after them, take them for training, socialization. Do they have the time to spend with that puppy? Yeah. That's very important. The second thing to consider is yourself. Do you have the know-how to whelp and rear a litter of puppies? The financial means, once again, it could be expensive if you have a cesarean section, and even just feeding those puppies are expensive. And the third thing is to look at your pets and look at them if they are representative of their breed. Compare them, show them against other animals of their breed, work them, whether they have the correct temperaments, and also whether all the health tests relevant to that breed has been done. It's usually best to leave this up to the serious hobby breeder that have studied the pedigrees and that actually have the breed's best interest at heart.
We always speak about nutrition for our pets as being equally important as it is for us. So, especially during this time when we're talking about dogs that are in season, what nutritional advice can you offer pet owners out there?
Well, a girl in season, it's quite a stressful time for them. There's lots of hormonal changes on their body that's quite stressful. So it's important that she's on a good quality pet food like Hills Science Plan or Ideal Balance. There has to be correct levels of protein, the correct balance of vitamins and minerals, and obviously it has to be a highly digestible diet so that everything is available for her. Also to mention is the kind of things that are important when a girl is in season is how to exercise her, because she still has exercise needs, but you can't take her to the local park because all the dogs will be interested in her, and who knows what happens at the park. And you will also need to make sure that if you have intact males, that you keep them separated for that entire time. Expert breeders might be able to distinguish when she's ready for mating and when not, but for the lay person, it's just best to keep them apart for that whole time.
Marika, thank you very, very much for your insights. We really do appreciate that.
It was lovely being here. Thank you for having me.
And of course, it is important for all pet owners out there to know these things. So do your research, find out about your pets so that at the end of the day, they can live a healthy and happy lifestyle and can add value to your life.
Introducing new Hills Ideal Balance. It has the right natural ingredients. Every ingredient adds to your pet's best health. New Hills Ideal Balance. 100% balanced nutrition guaranteed.